baby. It's your boy Shaka Bean, that mafioso, the done doubted coldest ninja with a nunchuck swinging behind his back, aka Shaka Black, aka Shaka Bean, aka Shaka Flame, man. And listen, bro, we finna get into more of this, Adam BBC 22, and Lena gets. Let me stop, bro. Let's just get into it.
I low-key feel like you're less mad because it's viral, and you're like into being viral.
I will say that having seen how viral it went, it now seems kind of insane that I ever would have potentially stood in the way of you doing this. Just be.
Hey, that's true love, man. He'll let his wife get the D for her career, man. That's a new wave, new age, perfect husband, man. Y'all give it up for Adam 22.
Because this is obviously such an amazing thing for your career as well as mine. We're not going to state dollar amounts, but even just the money that I've made off of talking about this on YouTube and Snapchat,
y'all getting them boys
ridiculous.
Rich.
And then
you're welcome.
Plug talk has been. That's a very weird framing, but
she said you're welcome. You're welcome. She should be saying thank you, cause he the one who let her get the pipe. For real though.
the amount of additional signups that we've gotten on onlyplugtalk.com has been kind of insane.
Yeah.
Just seeing how crazy this has been. And also it's a weird thing where at a certain point in my life, you're scared of people shitting on you, or you want to avoid.
Question for the people in the comments. For $5 million, would you let your wife get them guts dug out, boy? Bang, 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 bang!
People shitting on you, and then at a point right now it's oh, I'm just getting so destroyed by people making fun of me that it's you just gotta roll with it.
Yeah, I mean it's.
Man, he used to.
I don't know. I feel like in my first or second year as an online person, shit bothered me a lot more. None of the comments about this have bothered me. People calling me a terrible person, terrible wife, whatever.
Right.
I don't take any of it, even 1% of it, seriously.
Well, there are definitely lines of things that people say that I don't like, though. Oh. When they bring your motherhood into it, that's one thing I don't like, because you are an amazing.
Nah, bruh, you can't be mad. Hey. Just imagine though, your kid outside in recess takes the ball from somebody, they get pissed. They gonna be like, that's why your dad let your mom get screwed by some BBC. That's gonna hurt. And they might pull up the video. That's gonna hurt even worse. They might even be playing Roblox when it happened.
Mother.
I mean, I feel like it doesn't bother me at all, because I just I know it 100% does not affect how I am as a mother. And if you think that my kid is gonna grow up and not judge daddy for all the things he did, but is gonna judge mommy, I'm not gonna raise that kind of kid who's gonna believe in that double standard.
I notice every conversation I have about it with people is they lay it out. They say, are you jealous? Are you mad? Whatever. We have that conversation, and then they basically kind of hit a wall, because it's oh, you're two consenting adults and you decided to do something kind of freaky, and in our case on camera. Mm-hmm. So then they start doing the kid thing, because there's nowhere else to go with it, because you can't blame me or you for doing.
Now he ain't lying, man. If they was both willing participants, man, and he cool, they grown. You know what I'm saying? Like I said, bro, he a rich dude, rich white man, and that's what.
Something
that's what rich white people do.
Or, you doing whatever you want to do on camera. It's how can you be mad?
It, so we're supposed to stop now?
Right.
I mean, it's already out there.
Yeah,
doing what?
And that's another thing, is I notice a ton of dudes speak about it and talk about it as if this was happening to them, but their wives or girlfriends are not porn stars, and they're not if my girl had never been naked online, if we had never shared all these other girls or whatever, then would I find it so shocking that I wouldn't even be able to imagine it? Yeah, probably. But the same way that you've gotten kind of numb to seeing me fuck other girls, at a certain point, it just started to feel like it wasn't that big a deal. Now, obviously, it was a deal. It was definitely something, because, especially maybe the day after, I had a little bit of buyer's remorse, where I was just a little bit sick to my stomach. Of
it was
just
a lot of this. I didn't know what mood I was going to get you in for a few days there.
Yeah. And I mean, even when I was telling Destiny and
what is going on,
which was about the weirdest audience I could have possibly had for it. When I told you I was going to talk about it with them, you're just are you serious?
I was like, why are you gonna? I had not planned on like talking about the scene until closer to the time it was gonna come out, and then you were like, it was like you needed therapy. You're like, I'm gonna go into the office and I'm gonna talk to Crip Mac.
Hey, you know you. Hey, if Crip Mac is your therapist, you screwed from the get go, for real.
Destiny about it.
No, yeah. At a certain point, I was just like, listen, if I have to talk about it, I'm just going to talk about it on the podcast. I'm not going to shy away from it. I'm not going to act like it's not happening. I'm just going to talk about it. And Destiny is probably like one of the best people I could have the conversation with. Crip Mac, maybe not so much. Like his first thing he said was, "Oh, I know you was mad, huh?" So it's like,
nah, you was.
He's kind of like writing the narrative for me.
I mean, I feel like there was times where you got mad at me, but I feel like it's part of it is like we were learning each other's boundaries.
Yeah.
I came home and maybe was a little too honest with you, but you were like,
what she said, yeah, man, that was the best D I ever had, man. I see why they say once you go black, you end up in a wheelchair. She was just talking. She was happy around the house. Man, Adam, why you do that, bro? She had to calm that down. She couldn't enjoy it too much. She can't tell you she enjoyed the scene too much. I mean, she let bro, you know what I'm saying, shoot the club up. Oh, that might have been worse to say on a cool.
asking me a lot of questions,
Right.
and I didn't know how to not answer your questions.
Right.
So yeah.
And now
You
that
should've
I've seen bits and pieces of the video,
Lie to me.
that's what's kind of weird too, is realizing like the whole world seems to have decided that being a cuck is a bad thing, or like that your girl getting fucked by someone else is a bad thing. I don't know. I was not horrified by it. I'm not like upset by it. I'm not going to say that this is going to be something that I'm going to be fucking pounding my dick to, but
I hope you watch the scene and I hope you jerk
yeah,
off.
see, you said that last night, is that you are really turned on by the idea of me seeing it and enjoying it.
Yeah.
Where does that come from? I didn't know that was going to be one of the effects of this.
I don't know, because I know.
They need to say this conversation for the bedroom, because this right here finna get too freaky for my little ears, man. I don't know if I want to keep hearing this, man.
That you think it's hot. We've had more sex since I fucked Jason than we usually have in like a month.
I got an abrasion on my dick from fucking you too much.
Every time we talk about it, you get a boner, and then we have sex.
I know. And
I feel like you're
Wait, why is you admitting that? Look at bro face. Hey, he like, hold on, man. Not everything needs to be said on the podcast. Cause look at his face. He like, I can't believe you just told him I enjoyed it. Hey, but what I tell y'all, man, he be thoroughly enjoying that, man. That's why he cool with it. But he gotta play like he don't be enjoying it, cause everybody gonna be commenting on it. But look what she just said.
assert your dominance over the fact that I had sex with somebody else, but it's still like part of it turns you on. Like, oh, she fucked someone else. This is hot.
There's something about it where when you know your girl is not fucking anybody else, which at this point, and after 7 years, I feel quite confident that you're not going to run off and cheat on me. It creates like a little bit of competition,
because you're a
in your mind.
millionaire.
Even not knowing necessarily like how much you enjoyed it or how great it was or whatever. It's still kind of like, oh, like that competition thing. It's like a real biological thing. Like, I want to eat it up.
I told Adam that he can have anal the day the scene comes out.
Yeah, well, we were already talking about scheduling that.
I can't do that.
Like,
Purely
Never.
you get it on this day specifically.
Never.
Well, I think that is good because
a good consolation prize.
Because I mean, even
for all the memes everyone's gonna make about it.
Well, they obviously best friends.
I told you, I'm like, listen. Right after you do this, around that time period, I'm like, I need you to be very loving with me. We need to be having sex. Like, we can't like this just can't be like a time period where you're like, no, I'm not really in the mood.
Oh yeah, you told me I could never come home from fucking someone else, no matter how broken or destroyed I might be. I have to fuck you too. And
I like
man, he moving like a pimp.
There, but
no, but like
that boy Adam say he a pimp. You know what I'm saying? Cathedral, church, ism.
I mean, I get it. It's why
even though pimps
deny
don't.
you for someone else.
I need to have my ego satiated in that moment, especially given that like I just didn't know how I was gonna feel about it, and as you saw, it took me a couple of days to like wrap my head around it.
Yeah. Do you feel like every day it's less of a big deal to you?
Yeah, at this point, I really don't care at all. Mm-hmm. Although everybody reacting to the tape, that may be.
Oh, I'm nervous.
That may be like a test of my mental resolve, but also like I'm at the point now where I haven't even been looking at my Twitter mentions because it's just so much that I just like I can't. Like yesterday, I posted a picture of Brad Martin holding you and me going like that. It was like a joke thing from like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah,
and that got 30,000 likes and like 8 million views on the tweet or whatever.
Like you as a fake cuck.
I don't know if they like it so much as they're like observing it and they're kind of fascinated by it.
All publicity is good publicity.
I was like, don't bring poor Bradley into this.
But you can really see it in your face that you're like, like you were so uncomfortable with even like being in his arms in that photo.
Yeah.
Which I thought was pretty funny.
All right, so you see it. We just hit 500.
Listen, man. They not bothered. I ain't gonna lie. They still got chemistry and all that, man. Like I said, there's plenty of relationships that be doing stuff like that, man. So the more y'all feed into it, the more money he gonna get. And I ain't got nothing against Adam. So, hey, man, get your money, player, man. You moving like a pimp, man. You moving like a pimp. You looking like a pimp on a dipstick, man. I see ya, man. I see ya. Boy, go ahead, get your chip, nigga. Hey, it's your boy Shaka Billionaire Mafioso the done died, the coldest ninja with a nunchuck swinging behind his back, a.k.a. Shaka Black, a.k.a. Shaka Fuego, a.k.a. SB Panther, a.k.a. Shaka Flame. Man, y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments, bro, because actually, man, the attention is getting bro rich. He is getting rich off the attention, man, man. Y'all let me know what y'all think in the comments. Y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Dislike, do what you do, man. It's your boy signing out. Peace.